Fucking, what was I gonna say now? I know you're gonna do a recap. Did we look into... Well, actually, yeah, I'll just let you do the recap first, then, yeah.
Okay. Oh boy. Alright, so if everyone's ready to get started. Last we left off, the group had exited the battlescape to discover that some massive creature had laid waste to various portions of the sink, kind of cutting a swath between Fogg's Peak all the way up to Hunter's Hill, where it supposedly dove into the earth like an aquatic creature diving into water. Amidst the chaos, you all did what you could to provide some sort of disaster relief to those in the sink. After which, a bit of R&R was had, going to Muggy's to get some drinks, have some conversation. Daru, you met with Mort, and you got your payout from winning your duel. And Hyde, who, Eddie, you were not with us last session, you were on seemingly a bit of a date with the half-orc, Oriana, member of Lilith's party.
Okay.
You two shared some drinks, and you just had some conversation, got to learn a little bit more about her and her history.
Okay, cool.
After that, you all decided...
Well, you didn't come home last night.
Yeah, you had a couple jobs that were outstanding. You took one job from the night's take that was to meet with a seemingly disgraced figure from Mag City, who was a recent addition to the sink, to discuss a sabotage mission that would take you to Mag City. Esther Tejera also requested that you do a bit of work for her as part of the payment for her reincarnating Asher. She requested that you search the forest north of the sink for a mysterious figure that just goes by the name of the Pyromancer to set up a meeting between her and Esther. So, as we kick into this session, as you guys begin making your way out of the sink, you are now headed... Last we left off, you were headed towards the Hunter's Hill from Muggy's, after just having a long rest. So make sure you make those changes on your character sheets.
Down to 2 points of exhaustion.
You're still at 2 points of exhaustion?
Yeah.
You should be down one more because you got another long rest when you weren't there.
Okay.
Yeah, Hyde almost died from exhaustion a couple sessions ago.
That was fun. Let's see here.
All right.
So we're going to Muggy's?
No, you're leaving Muggy's, heading towards the Hunter's Hill, which seemingly is where the abode is of an individual by the name of Ludwig, who supposedly was your contact.
Everyone's favorite.
You were also told that this individual was seemingly building a racetrack within the sink.
Okay. And then Ludwig, as the contact, would essentially know what in regards to...
Presumably, yeah.
But in regards to what? The beast?
No. This is a separate job. Yeah.
We're trying to sabotage his manufacturing plant because he is in trouble.
Okay.
And he doesn't want his secrets going out.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm following. But I'm with you.
James said I didn't come back last night, so I'm not there with them, or are we all together?
No, you are there with them.
Okay, cool.
You actually fell asleep in the bar area of Muggy's.
Okay.
You did not get lucky last night.
Okay. Good. I would like to be here for that.
Yeah.
One thing I want to do straight off. Who has the monster manual?
I believe
we
you
all. Oh, okay.
Do we each have one, or we just?
No. I thought it was like a group access thing.
Gotcha. I want to look into it to see if there's any type of creature that would be maybe that has any idea, like a creature that would be in this area possibly causing this kind of destruction.
Okay.
I've got the physical description from that eyewitness.
Oh shit! There was an eyewitness. Okay.
Okay. So is anyone gonna, with that, as Hyde kind of asks for this information, who does have the monster manual?
I think Jackie's character had it, didn't she? Ezra.
Okay. So with that, Ezra, who at this point so far has been a little distracted, she just hands you the manual and looks over all of you and just says, listen, I lost track of time, but today's a really special day. It's the anniversary of something that I need to not celebrate, but I need to pay my respects. Why don't you all go on without me? Maybe talk to the guy at Hunter's Hill, and let's go to Mag City first. Maybe we'll leave the Pyromancer for a while. I'd want to be there for that.
Okay.
Sounds fair.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone needs me, you'll know where to find me.
Yeah. Take your time.
Where exactly?
I'll be at the graveyard.
Got it.
And with that, Ezra is going to take Fira by the arm, and they are both going to go to the graveyard.
Just like that. Boys' night.
Yeah.
we don't progress at all.
Yeah, right. Squirrel.
Hey, guys, I don't want to, verify news or whatever. The cat guy. What did you do with my old body?
And like some sort of.
It's buried.
We
Buried-ish?
Nope.
It's like in an above a ground crypt.
Yes.
near a coffin.
Maybe
Yes.
we could, like, take care of that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm not, like, whatever, but it's like, you know, what if some kids find a dead body of a child? It might look kind of bad. If you guys were the last person to be with a child that's now dead, and there's just a body there, you see how we could have run into something.
That might be what Ezra went to do.
Probably not.
Ezra.
I'll send a message to Ezra. Hey, sorry to disturb so soon. You think you could bury Asher while you're at it?
Okay. That's the telepathic response.
Well,
There it is.
What she said.
oh, that's right. Okay.
Wow, sounds
Maybe.
super comforting. Alright.
Don't worry about it, kid.
Don't worry about it. It's my fucking body, man.
Well, I'm sure that she'll take care of it. Yeah, sorry, I was kind of slipped our minds, I think.
Oh.
That was kind of a busy day.
Yeah?
I'm really glad to see you again, though.
Oh, I'm glad to see you guys too.
So, Alex, should I do a check on that book to see if I can find something to match that description, possibly?
Yeah, and I'm assuming Daru's assisting by giving you the physical description.
Yeah,
So is this something you guys are kind of doing together?
Large.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a large brown reptilian with tails, claws, teeth, and horns.
Okay.
Big enough to eat a building.
Go ahead and make an investigation check at advantage.
Okay. Let's see. So that's a natural 18. Let me see. And what was it? What check was it?
Investigation.
So 17. It was an 18 and a 2, so.
Spending the next 15 minutes or so, kind of glancing through various sections, you find a variety of creatures that some aspects match some of the description,
Okay.
but there's nothing that's a great fit. You look into some.
There are like a few possibilities for it.
Yeah, well, so one thing you read up on is there were titanic reptiles from the past, essentially dinosaurs, that some crazy fucking mages and scientists actually tried to recreate and succeeded.
Fantastic.
And by doing so, some of these mages actually learned to adopt their form and polymorph themselves into these beasts. That being said, nothing to the size of what was described, and certainly nothing that would cause the damage it caused. And the big discrepancy is the fact that it seemed to be able to move through the earth.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing.
That was the one thing I was looking for.
It was not burrowing because it did not leave a tunnel behind it.
Oh, gotcha.
So there's a variety of dragons that can burrow. You know, you learned about the land shark or the bullet. That is another possibility. Yeah. But again, with that check, the best you can ascertain is that the process it was using to move through the earth was not actually burrowing because it did not leave a tunnel.
Oh shit!
It was something called earth gliding. Which is something that some like earth elementals can do. Yeah, it's very rare, but it's when something can actually occupy the same space as the matter of the earth itself. And yeah, with that check, there's nothing really in the monster manual that alludes to what that creature would be.
Well, shit. With what I just read, I hope that whatever the hell that thing was, it doesn't show up again. So I can tell, I kind of figure that it can earth glide though, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if it's...
What was it called again?
Earth gliding?
No, what was the creature called?
He doesn't know.
I wasn't able to find it.
Oh, you don't know. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I found a few things that are close, but nothing that I can do what that thing did. So I don't know if there was something created or if this is a whole new species of something that was awakened or something.
You two are being hunted by something called the Beastmaster. Would it have anything? You think it's like a servant of that?
Wait, we were being hunted by the Beastmaster?
That's what you told me.
No. We like the Beastmaster.
Oh.
That's our dude.
Yeah.
So not related to that at all?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a beast. He's a master of them. Who knows?
I will say, Hyde, now that Daru brings this up,
yeah,
there is one time you can think of where you saw a beast that loosely matched this description.
Okay. And I'm guessing. Yeah, I think I know what. Yeah.
That kind of thought creeps up in the back of your mind and just gives you a cold chill. Doesn't necessarily help you identify what it is, but
it's bad.
It's kind of a horrifying thought.
Yeah, very much so.
So at this point, as you've been talking, discussing, you do crest over the Hunter's Hill. And sure enough, you see the damage that whatever this beast was had left in its wake, kind of making a mess of the Honor League. You see a variety of people there still kind of sorting through the rubble, trying to see how they can go about rebuilding. Just next to there, you see the Huntsman's Lodge, where you see a variety of hunters kind of doing a bit of day drinking. People are having coffee and just getting ready to pursue some contracts. One of them, you see, wields this massive, what looks like a rocket hammer. It looks way too large for anyone to wield. This seemingly half-orcish individual, just rippling with muscles, is barely able to hold this thing over his shoulder, but he's wielding it nonetheless. And over towards the far eastern side of the hill here, you do see a equivalent of a chain link fence and what looks like a racetrack that is almost near completed, with a large manor-style home that definitely sticks out when compared to the rest of the Sink and the Huntsman's Hill.
I think that's where we're going to find our guy.
What's that?
Hey, how far is that orc from us?
About 60 feet or so.
Okay. So as we're just, as it knows, we're walking by, like, hey, I recognize that.
He kind of looks over and flashes a toothy grin and just gives you a bro nod.
Right.
Actually, as you do, he'll kind of flourish it a little, and you watch as he takes this. He kind of takes the shaft and kind of clicks it into place, and with that, you look and the head of the hammer is actually almost a bit like a jet engine. Parts of it expand, and there's now this jet that begins to shoot. And with that, for a second, it throws him off balance a little bit. But he just kind of steels himself and then takes one swing where it just kind of does like a double swing using the propulsion of the jet. And he managed to stay on his feet as he does that and clicks it off and just gives you a nod.
Careful, man. She'll take you for a ride if you're not careful.
Just kind of nods and laughs, and you see one of his buddies just kind of like punches him on the shoulder, seemingly noting that this guy seems to enjoy the attention and feels like a badass wielding this large hammer. So, with that, your options are open. Where are you all headed?
I want to check out the mansion.
Okay. So as you make your way there, you do hear the sound of vehicles just kind of zoom, zoom, racing by. As you see these two gorgeous, sleek vehicles that have this wrap around them that seems to distort their shape, so you can't really ascertain kind of the make and model. But they're just kind of zipping around the track. As you approach the sort of almost Spanish mission-style home, there's a large door knock that has a almost like a cursive S that you use as the handle of it.
I'll knock.
Okay. You give it a big ol' knock, and with that, the door kind of creaks open, and you see a gentleman, human, maybe in his late 40s, a bit of salt and pepper in his hair, clean shaven, who just kind of stoops down. He looks very, very well dressed. You get the sense this is a butler of sorts. He just says, hello, what is it I can do for you all?
Looking for Ludwig.
That would be me. May I ask what this is in regards to?
I don't remember. Daru, you're up.
We, I step forward. We made an appointment and accepted a contract of sorts to deal with an
Contractors, excellent. Let me see. I'll call. Mikey. And with that, he says, "Please, come in. Let me make you comfortable. Would anyone like any coffee? Perhaps some charcuterie?"
What is
Of course.
charcuterie?
Oh, a variety of sliced and spiced meats, cheeses, with some crackers. It's delightful for brunch. I highly recommend it. Please, come. And with that, he leads you through this beautiful home. And as you step in, you see there's a crystal chandelier, multiple photos of these tiny, tiny gnomes that are wearing like mechanics goggles, just completely covered in grease and grime, next to gorgeous, like Ferrari-style cars, like F1 cars. These look like they go back maybe 50 years or so, and there's multiple iterations. You get the sense this is kind of a family business. So as he leads you out to the patio, which has this gorgeous pool that it's overlooking, and it kind of overlooks the area north of the sink. So you get this beautiful view of nature. Very atypical to a home in the sink. As you sit down, sure enough, they bring out a charcuterie board with a bunch of sliced deli meats and any kind of cheese you could imagine with essentially water crackers. There's also some cucumber water that is very very kind of ostentatious in its preparation. And with that, Ludwig
accents the water in such a way.
with that, Ludwig kind of sits you guys down. You feel very out of place, especially you, Hyde, and Asher, and Virgil.
Yeah, this place
All of us.
yeah, like this place is incredible. Shit.
Hyde, like these chairs are really nice, but your massive form is sort of...
I like sit down gently. I don't want to break.
Yeah. You do, and you hear this like, and you kind of nervously like rest your weight, and you're like, okay, we good. So with that, Ludwig says, "And if you require anything else, you have but to ask," and just gives you a nod, and in a much less professional and regal tone, just goes, "Mikey!" And as you sit there, kind of gathering your thoughts for about 30 seconds or so, you hear the pitter-patter of very soft footsteps as this very tiny, tiny form of a humanoid, this little gnome, begins walking up. He's got a robe on. It's like a little Hugh Hefner, but still black of hair. He's got a large gold chain around his neck, robe open, obviously, with these kind of pinstriped swim trunks underneath, with some flip-flops that look like it goes into the head of a griffin on the bottom feet. He walks in and just goes, "Hey, nice to meet y'all. I see you partook of the charcuterie. Is there anything else we can do to make you more comfortable? You just want to get straight to business?" As he kind of climbs up one of these special chairs that sits at the table.
Is this your place?
Oh no, it's my granddad's. I'm Mikey. I'm him and his great grandson. So you'll be talking to me for the day.
My name's Hyde.
Nice to meet you, Hyde. Asher. Well. And you, my good friend over there with the orange hair? Daru. Good. Strong name. I'm Mikey Spirelli. I'll be representing the old man today, Aldo. So I'm sure you heard the name Spirelli. You kind of know what we do. You might be ascertaining what it is we're here in the sink. That I can sort of fill in the gaps, and that's part of the reason why you're here. So, listen, this... the auto industry is brutal, and we got this competitor of sorts, Mr. Von Hippel of VHL Racing. Well, let's just say Aldo got into a bit of a bad deal, and we're trying to We're trying to get even. He,
What do you mean, get even?
Listen, Aldo is a very intelligent person, very passionate about engineering, and listen, he's a visionary. No one does it better. Not necessarily the most clever businessman, though. And, he and Von Hippel used to be good friends, and wouldn't you know it, Von Hippel takes him for a ride. Now he owns most of our factories, and we're stuck here in the sink now, so we gotta fight our way back to the top. And that's where you come in. Listen, one of our old factories is...
What are we listening to?
Let's just say, don't mind them. We have a live band that sort of entertains the old man, kind of reminds him of his old homeland. If it bothers you, I could talk to Ludwig and get him to kind of... All right. And he goes, hey, Ludwig, tell him to cut it out.
I'm so tempted to say,
what
hey,
language
he's everybody's
were they
favorite.
singing?
Make an intelligence check, Virgil.
Okay.
With that, he continues. So listen, here's what I need you to do. We need you to go to Mag City. What was the check?
2.
2. You have no idea. We
You
need
were
you
close.
to go to Mag City, find the old Spirelli factory, and blow it up.
Oh, cool. Do you have
Whoa.
any... Hold
Wait a
on.
minute.
I assume that you're providing us with some kind of explosive device.
Oh, every Spirelli factory comes with these explosive devices. You see, my grandfather is very, very paranoid. He's had partners try to cheat him before, so every one of our vehicles and every one of our factories is built with a self-destruct sequence. All you need to do, and with that, he takes his key card, slams it down on the table, and just kind of pushes it over to you.
Hold on.
I'll take that.
So,
Hold on.
What?
Let me get this straight. You want us to destroy your factory?
that's right.
Is this like an insurance fraud thing, or are you just trying to get rid of it?
Let's just say, the old man would rather die than allow his factory and plans to fall in the hands of that rat bastard Von Hippel.
Will anyone be hurt?
See, that's the beautiful thing. Von Hippel is known for using more mechanic friends. You see, the guy's a bit of a dick. No one with a brain's able to hang out with him for extended periods of time, so he outsources all his work to these soulless, heartless machines. Listen, no one's getting hurt here.
What kind of machines?
Listen, I don't know. We don't get into robotics. We build automobiles, okay? I don't know what you want from me, man. It's a fucking machine.
Robots.
No qualms here.
Yeah.
Listen, if you get in there, just know no one that matters is going to get hurt. And if you start to develop a conscience when you're in there, just remember, the gratitude of the Spirelli family goes a long way.
Mr. Mikey?
Yeah, speak, kid.
Oh,
We don't need to raise our hand. This isn't like a fucking kindergarten, you know? Just talk.
Sorry.
We're all grown-ups here at the table.
Yeah, we're all definitely grown-ups here. Definitely grown-ups. So, do you have any blueprints of the factory that I could get my hands on?
It's funny you bring that up. There is a second part of this job here. We do have a bit of a prototype that's in that factory.
And you want us to get the blueprints before the other guy.
If you could get the blueprints before wiping the computers and setting off the self-destruct sequence, then, let's say we could put in a little tip for you.
Wait, you mean I get to wipe the computers?
once you swipe that red card, you got about 60 seconds before everything's wiped and everything goes boom.
Well, I don't get to do it manually.
I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want, as long as it gets done.
Alright.
So listen,
Why?
if you get the blueprints, that's extra. Well, because listen, like, me and the old man, we can redesign the thing. Hell, we probably make it even better. But, why start from scratch if we've got a bit of a jumping off point? You know what I'm saying? Why work hard when you gotta work smart? That's what they say, right?
One thing I'm curious on.
Jeez, with the questions, this guy.
If you don't mind. If we do this, there won't be anything that will track this back to us, correct?
Well, in no offense, but when you're someone that's doing your kind of work, you gotta expect that there will be a modicum of risk with the things that you do.
Well, if you're the one hiring us, you're the only one that knows who we are.
Yeah,
So I guess what
but,
I'm asking is, if we do this,
yeah, there's a good chance that Von Hipp will put in cameras, and yeah, there's a good chance that if he finds out who you are, he might try to squeeze you for information, torture you, maybe get to your family. But hey, you do this, you're with us.
Did we notice any guards outside this house when we came in?
Make a perception check.
18.
18. You didn't notice any outside the home. You did notice that Ludwig himself, peeking from beneath his butler's coat, there appeared to be a glint of metal that you would recognize as a small sidearm. And now as you look around, just at this moment, you see this fucking old-ass gnome, just decrepit as shit, who is kind of walking with his hands behind his back. And he's got two individuals tailing him pretty closely. One of them has one of those massive hammers on her back. Seems to be a female Goliath. Or sorry, not a Goliath.
a furball or something?
It's a female. She looks to be sort of gray skinned, but there is sort of a pelty nature to her, something bestial about her build.
Furball biggin.
Yeah, and then the male with her appears to have an assault rifle strapped around his shoulders.
That guns were illegal.
Lots of things that are illegal.
Yeah.
As Mikey sees you noticing this, he says, "Listen, yeah, it's you're right. We obviously got some enemies. You know what I mean? There's a lot of money to be had, and certainly a lot when it comes to stealing a whole family's, their livelihood and taking it away just like that. So at some point you got to ask yourself, what do you fight for? Is it just money or is it also justice? Because we've been wronged."
Can we have time to discuss this?
Listen, I suppose, but I mean, we sort of just contracted the job through that Jack guy, and we were told it would just get done. So,
Virgil, I think we should just do this.
Hey,
Why?
I like the sound of the big man there. You're clearly the brains of this operation. I respect that.
Thank you, but I'm definitely not the brains. Well, actually, I might be. But, Virgil, can you trust me on this one?
All right. Virgil will trust the kid and just nod at him. Though he clearly does not like Mikey.
As soon as you nod, he goes, "Great, it's a deal."
I'm looking at you, Virgil, like as if to give you, I understand. I'm on the same page you are.
And with that, he kind of gestures over to the old man, and you watch as he slowly begins making his way over. You get the sense you got about 2 minutes to talk amongst yourselves as he's walking towards you.
Hey,
Can I use my uncanny insight on this Mikey guy?
Sure. Go and roll an insight check.
Okay.
And you can add a d4 to that. This is the first time this ability's coming
And,
up.
hey, Alex, did you guys go over experience last game or no?
We did.
Okay.
You were not anywhere close to level 6.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But almost. Just itching.
We're actually more than halfway.
19.
Were you?
We're at 8794 out of 1400.
Okay.
Right, but not more than halfway between 5 and 6.
Yeah, that
Like halfway
confused me.
in total.
I don't get that.
What's that? Asher?
19.
19? Okay. So, Asher, as you peer into the mind of Mikey, you sense that this confidence that he's displaying is intermingled with the sense of anger, a desire for vengeance that's being kind of restrained and held back, as well as a feeling of desperation.
Okay.
So as you're kind of talking amongst yourselves, eventually Aldo kind of makes it over and just goes, "Yes, you're the ones that are going to help
Yes,
with
sir.
this job.
That's
This-
us.
Mr. Von Hippel has wronged me deeply. I thank you for doing this for me and my family."
You're welcome, sir. You got the right guys for the job.
When did we get Asher to be the spokesperson to an
Yeah.
Italian mob?
And then he goes,
Letting it happen.
"Young man,
When
you remind me a lot of
Just letting that
myself.
happen? Alright.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're a
Don't
good
worry,
person.
I'll look it up.
Do this for me, and my family will be in the great debt." And with that, he just gives you a nod and just says, "Now please, I will be praying that the Allhammer watch over you." And just gives you a deep nod, and with that, just kind of turns and kind of slowly begins walking away back to his seemingly his midday walk.
All right, we better be on our way.
Yeah, we should
Jesus Christ.
get going here.
We're gonna get fucked if we're letting the kid just.
I mean, hey, you've got the highest charisma.
What's that?
I said you've got the highest charisma, Ricky.
I didn't even want to talk to this dude. I don't like this mob shit.
So with that,
We're
with
doing
that,
it.
with that, Mikey just says, "Well, if that's the case, here," and he gives you this little chip, and he says, "All the information on the factory and what it is we are looking for is on there." And he looks at you, Asher, and just says, "I get the sense you're one of those techno mumbo jumbo types.
Yeah. I am.
Listen, one suggestion: don't get too nosy. The old man's pretty touchy when it comes to his designs. And if this goes well, maybe we form ourselves a bit of a long-term relationship. And maybe when the name Spirelli's back on top, we remember Danu, Virgil, Mr. Hyde, and you,
Asher.
Asher. That's right."
DM, do I know these guys are located in the sink, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I know the impact this organization has had on the sink?
No, they are brand new.
Brand new. Okay. All right. I don't like them. All right. Cool.
Go ahead. I'll tell you what. Daru,
Yeah.
go ahead and make a history check.
See if I knew their influence within Mag City. Well, that's not good. 10?
10? I mean, almost everybody anybody knows the name Spirelli. They make the highest end automobiles that the richest of the rich tend to seek out. you get the sense that the family is highly connected, not just to the production of vehicles, but also as persistently being the number one name when it comes to the god races, which are essentially it's like a Formula One type race with guns and magic and craziness. That is a pretty popular sport between New Elysium and the Sink and a lot of the holds within the Sovereignty.
I think we're ready whenever you all are.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Never mind. Never mind.
What's up? Were you gonna do some rogue style shit?
I was gonna try to pocket some charcuterie, but I just realized stealing from a mob boss is very stupid.
Oh, shit.
It's funny you say that, because at this point, Mikey himself begins to get up with his robe open again, and he picks up this large bag and hands it to you guys. And he says, "That's got a couple supplies, and I had Lugwood go ahead and take the initiative to go ahead and pack you some sandwiches on the way."
Oh, yeah.
Did we discuss yet what the strict reward is going to be for this?
You have not asked.
Yeah. Can we please ask Mike now what it is that we're doing this for?
This job was given to us through Jack.
Yeah.
So Jack has already arranged all that.
Right, but we don't know what that is.
We should have asked Jack and not this guy.
Why can't we ask this guy?
Daru, as you take the bag over and take a peek, there appears to be a hefty sum of dollars in there.
Oh. I'm just gonna close it back up. Let's, I think we're good here. We can discuss elsewhere, Virgil.
These are the sandwiches?
Yep, sandwiches and road rations and some upfront payment.
There's not necessarily rations for the whole trip. There's just 6 sandwiches.
Okay. Well, we thank you for this, Mikey, and we'll get it done as soon as possible.
With that, Mikey just kind of gives you a nod and just says, "All right, good news. Once you get it done, go ahead and come on back, and we'll get some more charcuterie going. Maybe we'll get have a bigger meal or something. Get to know each other a little better."
Okay.
Sure.
All right, then. And just kind of waves you off as he begins walking off his own way back into the large home, at which point Ludwig comes back and just goes, "Greetings. I take it the meeting went well."
Yeah.
All right, please, let me show you the way. Right out this way. And then with that, he shows you out, and the door is closed behind you, and you now stand kind of at the precipice of the Hunter's Hill, looking back down into the much less well-off city that you had just left.
All right.
All right, guys.
Hey, as just before you're about to say something, Asher, I want to signal for you to be quiet. Daru, let me see that bag real quick. I want to see what kind of sandwiches we got. And I'm suspicious as hell of this motherfucker. I don't like him.
Like me either.
I want to go through the bag and see what's all in it, if that's okay.
Walking away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once we get off the property, I want to start doing this. Like,
you start rifling through the bag. There are these kind of Chipotle wrapped large capsules of tinfoil that appear to be still warm, and you can tell by touching them that there's some moisture inside of it.
Okay.
Other than that, it has 6 polo style t-shirts. They are not specified for anyone's size, so it would probably fit. Actually, strangely, none of you. It's a little too small for Virgil and a little too big for Asher and Ezra and Daru.
Okay.
But it just says Spirelli Motorsports on them. There is $1,000 in cash. And there are 6 what seem to be work passes that presumably grant access through the bastion that separates the Sink and Mag City. So these are essentially like a 3-day work visa that will allow you travel back and forth. So if you do this job within 3 days, you'll be able to take the main road out.
Okay, so I want to hand everybody the sandwiches. Give Daru or Virgil the cash. I'm not used to carrying it.
Daru's got the chip thing, right?
Yeah, I'll just put it in the disc.
Yeah.
Sorry, final thing.
Yeah.
There is also
Excuse me.
a set of car keys.
Okay. Give the car keys to one of you guys.
I don't want to touch any bit of this.
Essentially, I want to toss the bag and the t-shirts.
I feel like the second I touch this, I'm indebted.
Do you know how to drive? Be real with me.
Me?
No, the other person named Asher.
And I've done quite a few simulated video games of driving.
Pretty advanced simulations?
Let's say that.
Yeah, you can take them.
Alright.
Do I remember this, Alex? Him playing these video games?
Yeah. I mean, you don't know if...
Yeah, he might have done it in his spare time, but yeah, that's okay. No, it's the best we got.
I think besides, I don't know how to drive, so if you do, then...
Alright. You guys, here's the reason why I said you should take the job. First of all, that guy seems very afraid for something. I mean, he's like terrified of something.
Yeah.
Probably disappointing his dad or grandpa. Also, he seems very hungry for vengeance. So I feel like if we don't do this job, he might hire some people to actually kill some people.
That's not. That's not really what we need to be concerned about.
Also, I've always wanted to blow up the building.
That's
fun.
Yeah, I'm fine with the blowing the building up, but Jesus Christ, we're probably fucking bugs. I'm afraid we're bugs somehow, and I fucking don't like it. That's fine.
This is a big family with lots of influence. Who cares about the money?
Yeah.
Virgil, you're really the only one in Sync that has connections that's with us right now. It would be good to make some for sure friends, to have some favor on our side. And I think that, besides anything else, should be why we could do this.
Also, bringing a racetrack to the Sink could bring a lot of potential money and maybe help the community.
If we do this, we could be getting ourselves into a lot more trouble than we're ready to handle.
What do you mean?
Clearly this guy has enemies. Blowing up a building is no small feat. This isn't like you're fighting with a neighbor.
I mean, it's their building.
Why would you destroy it then? Stealing a car, blowing a building up. This doesn't seem right.
Well, if you...
How about this?
We need to investigate this building first.
Why don't we go take a look? Yeah, see what's up. I could get in the computer, figure some stuff out, maybe we go from there.
Well, I mean, not to state the obvious, but we have work passes and uniforms, and I think the easiest bet would to just seem like we're fitting in there.
Yeah.
And it's their property. If you had a secret and you didn't want it to go out, I think it's fair. Everybody has the right to protect their own.
I know Hyde, I'm usually on your side, but
Something seems off here.
I feel like Daru's making some good points.
What are you worried about, Hyde?
I feel like we're gonna get double-crossed on this.
Potentially. I mean, I'm not... Well, if we're bugged, we're bugged, but I wasn't above double-crossing them either. We can do their job for them, but if we see something we like, We can take it before the place blows. It's not like they'll know it was missing.
Well, just to let you guys know, if we go through with this and we get double-crossed, I have, as you guys have seen, my own way of handling things. If it comes to any of you being in trouble or threatened, I may lose control.
I mean, we're always doing stuff like getting ourselves into danger. This might just be a quick and easy thing.
This is a lot different. Usually killing beasts or clearing mines is a whole nother thing. We're getting into what sounds like a war between families.
Yeah, but I died last time we were inside of the cave.
Yes, you did.
We're going into a building. I'm putting a chip in the computer. We leave, and it blows up, and we're done. How can we just do something easy for once? It doesn't always have to be a big travel into danger and find a monster and kill a dragon. You know, like, we need cash. This is fast. We've got everything we need. We got the passes. We got the code to blow it up. I don't see how much easier this can get. At least give us some time to sit down and look at real plan. We've been on the run.
It's
For a
not
long
just
time.
it's not just on my say. What are you guys thinking? Daru, Virgil?
I will always stay with my friends. All I ask is we try not to do harm to this city and its people.
The sink or mag?
The sink. Are we in the sink?
We are, but we're going to Mag City.
Oh, fuck them. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know, in general, I don't really want to be hurting people. So, I mean, you know, but I'm with you guys. I say in my Virgil voice.
Dude, I wanted to so bad when I saw Ludwig to say, I heard you're everybody's favorite. So, that was great, man.
Everyone's favorite Mario villain.
All right, well let's grab Ezra and Vera, see what they think on it, and we'll just head out, I guess.
Oh, no, we're doing this one without.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Oh,
them
we are.
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So,
I think it benefits us to have a smaller crew,
well,
also.
less conspicuous.
What?
Are you raising your hand? Oh,
Trying to do the key.
Asher, we're nowhere. Wait, the
I think
car's.
that might be the key for the car in the place.
Yeah.
okay.
Is it?
So as you start beeping it, it actually is beeping back up towards the manor.
Oh.
And as you walk up, around one side of the house that you didn't really go, there appears to be a long driveway. And as you begin walking through, you see it's just like a Forza fan's wet dream. You see these beautiful, like candy apple racing cars, super low to the ground. They look fast. A lot of these actually look like prototypes as well.
Does it look like anything I'm going to be able to fit in?
There's one, and it is the one that's beeping.
Okay.
This is not a Spirelli.
It's an SUV.
Yep.
Not an SUV.
Yeah.
This is actually what looks like a very shitty armored van. It looks rusted out, and the front of it, the badge reads VHL.
All right. Damn it! I got excited for a minute.
Wait, VHL? What's that stand for?
That stands for VHL Racing, which is the company that you're trying to screw over.
Oh, we got a disguised van? That's pretty cool.
Well, no, the van is of that brand. They're a large automaker. They're using one of their own cars, seemingly.
Oh, okay.
Let's try to keep it as low key as possible until
Yeah.
shit hits the fan.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Okay. So as you enter the vehicle, there's a driver's seat, a passenger seat, and almost like a SWAT style like bench setup in the back with handholds and seat belts. You also notice there is a clothes rack in the back that has what appear to be cleaned uniforms with names on them.
Okay.
The uniforms appear to be like maintenance style uniforms that have the VHL Racing branding on the lapels.
Do they look like they'll fit us?
Some of you, maybe.
I'm gonna try to find the best fitting one and get changed.
Yeah, same
Okay.
here.
They are all the same size.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, let's see how they fit on Asher and Daru.
They're big on Asher and Daru.
All right, I'll try putting one on.
Okay. As a note, Asher, you'd have to remove your armor to put these on. Same with you, Daru.
I have no armor.
I can't put it on over my armor?
I just have a breastplate.
I'm barely a cloth.
Yeah, Virgil, you put it on. It's the pants are a little tight, and the chest, you can't quite get the buttons all the way on. You have to kind of have like this open V-neck situation that kind of displays the tattoo.
I didn't know you had a tattoo.
Yeah, I got it from when I helped your brother.
It was the one that was branded on him as part of the reincarnation. Yeah.
I think that'd be fine. What's wrong with the tattoo, Sean?
Nothing. I'm just saying you can't really get the shirt all the way buttoned up without it looking really funny.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Daru, can you put my armor?
Yeah. Yeah. I just have a leather breastplate that it wouldn't fit over that.
So the leather breastplate is essentially like a bulletproof vest. It's like a vest that's got a couple ceramic plates in it. It would be pretty noticeable unless you wore your sweatshirt over the uniform, because otherwise there's like a big boxy shape that makes it look like you're wearing armor. But you could wear your college jacket over the uniform as well.
No, I'll completely change disguises.
Okay, so those of you that are taking your armor off, and hide, after looking through this stuff, the pants, no way, but you're already kind of wearing slacks, so maybe that'll work. The best you can do is basically wear it like like one of those high-riding denim jackets that girls wear, and it's kind of totally open, and you're just like, your arms are kind of splayed out. You get the sense if you get into a fight, it's going to rip immediately, but it's like a jacket, and the breastplate would have to be gone.
So here's what I'm going to do. I have leather workers tools. So, like, I'm guessing needle thread, shit like that. Can I take the name off and just, like, while we're driving, stitch it to the coat I have on? Or, like, just the undershirt?
You could try.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. That's what.
Because you're essentially cutting off the patch and you're putting it on your leather. It's like a leather duster that you're wearing.
Well, I can just tell them that they didn't really carry my size, so I brought my own clothes.
Okay, good to know. So go ahead and make a dexterity check for me, please.
All right.
And this, by the way, is going to be taking hours. Are you going to try to do this while you're on your way?
Yeah.
That'll give you disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So go ahead and make your check.
All right. I'm gonna
nice. An 18 and a 19. So dex check is +1, so a 19.
Okay. So we'll get to that.
Okay.
Asher?
I'm going to get in the driver's seat.
Okay.
I'll wait for everyone to get buckled up.
Yeah, definitely buckling up.
Okay.
I assume it's me and Daru in the front, and
I'll be like right behind you to help guide you on how to drive as best I can, I guess.
I
Okay.
don't know how to drive.
I don't, but I'm near to you as far as
Asher, go ahead and roll a d20 at disadvantage.
God.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. 16?
16. So it takes you about 5 minutes to figure out what all the controls do. You eventually get it into gear, and you start kind of pulling off. You have a bit of a hairy moment as you don't really realize how much of the brakes to apply when going down this hill, of which there's not really a road. So it's a very bumpy ride getting down the hill. And you take a sharp turn as you're going down in this very top-heavy van. And for a second, you get it on two wheels as you're almost kind of flipping the whole thing over. But sure enough, it kind of and rights itself with a loud clang. As with that, I'd like everyone to make.
Jesus Christ!
Who's riding in the passenger seat?
Or,
I am.
Hyde.
Yeah.
Hyde, you wouldn't really fit.
Yes,
So Dara, that makes more sense.
Behind him.
So
yeah,
Hyde and Virgil, go ahead and make strength saving throws for me, please.
How
thought you
strong
said
I
you
really
could
am.
Oh God, that's a natural 1.
That'd be 14.
I was
14.
trying to stitch my fucking patch on.
Okay. So Hyde, as you as Asher gets it on two wheels, and you go whoa, 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 kind of turn with it as it rights itself. You kind of get up to reach forward to help him, and he kind of cranks the wheel, and you kind of roll over, and you hit your head on the bench, and you've now got a giant gash right across your eyebrow. You take 3 points
Son
of
of a bitch.
bludgeoning damage. Virgil, you just kind of held on to the handholds, and for a second, both your ass and feet were off the ground, and you kind of have an uncomfortable landing, but you avoid taking any uncomfortable damage. If you rolled beneath a 10, Ricky, if you rolled beneath a 10, Virgil and Hyde were going to kiss.
Well, the fates have spoken.
More of a headbutt, but
Yeah, like an awkward, toothy lip headbutt, yeah. But, damn
And
it.
that Virgil reevaluated his friendship.
Yeah. So with that,
I'm just
You
gonna
take your
glare
way.
daggers at Asher.
Right?
Yeah.
God damn it, kid.
Simulations. Huh?
yeah.
yeah, he says while having like hands at 10 and 2, kind of doing this, like looking over at you. Yeah. So it's a very uncomfortable and jerky ride. As Asher's using 2 feet, one for the brake, one for the gas. It's very like kind of touch and go for a little bit of it, but you know, for a while you got it straight. As you head over, I would like someone to go ahead and roll a D8 for me.
Anyone?
You can take it if you guys want to.
I'll do it.
Good, Virgil.
Yeah.
I just rolled a 1, so I'm not very
I don't think I've
faithful in my rolls right now.
Or is there
The diamond.
is there a moon roof? I know it's an armored truck, so probably not. But
There's not a moonroof, but you could, if you're brave enough, you could kind of go up the side like a dog.
5
okay,
is
there
what
is
I
a
rolled.
window. I can. Okay.
So, Alex, one thing. So I have that duster on and the shirt underneath. The shirt underneath is what I would sew the patch to. Just to look a little more normal
Okay.
where we're going. Just
Sure.
'cause the duster, yeah.
All right.
I rolled a 5. I don't know what that did.
You rolled a 5. Okay.
Yes, sir.
As you begin heading down, you make it about an hour. And as you pass through, Asher, with your passive perception, you notice there's a small structure along the left-hand side of the road. It looks like something clearly man-made, out kind of in the middle of nowhere. There is kind of no reason for this thing being here. Do you stop and kind of take a look. You're kind of, as you're driving past it, you can't really get a good look at your speed.
Guys, you want to check this building out, or you want to just get to the next scene?
Check it out. Check it out.
Yep.
All right. I'll pull over.
Okay. As you kind of pull over, go ahead and roll another d20 at disadvantage.
Okay, 7.
7. With that, as Asher just goes, okay, there's this as you kind of put your left foot into the brakes, and then the car brakes hard, causing you to lurch forward, pushing your left foot further into the brake, and the brakes lock up, and you kind of spin out, and you just kind of swing the ass end of the van off the road in this, kicking up this cloud of dust and gravel, and it's just quiet, and everything's okay.
God damn, kid. Easy on the brakes.
Hey, all of you guys are too scared, so I'm permanent pilot.
We let the teenager
Not scared,
drive.
just I know how heavy my feet are.
You're letting the teenager do a lot of shit.
Well, I don't see anyone
Learning.
else stepping up right now.
It's very true.
Usually Ezra's the one in charge of stuff.
She is.
Yeah, she knows a lot of the
Normally she does the speaking and such.
Yeah. Agreed.
You guys are always sitting around.
So, all right, what do we see here?
I'll hop out.
So as you hop out, it appears to be a beautiful kind of stone, almost like a tombstone, but it sticks about 7 feet from the ground, and it seems to be engraved with a beautiful array of what appear to be birds. And on the very top of it, there appears to be this almost a masquerade type mask with a wreath of like feathers and a beak coming off of the top of it. Laid down at the bottom of what looks like a shrine is a bouquet of black roses that appeared to be reasonably decayed, like they'd been here for a couple days. And there's a large circular stone.
So there's just pictograms. There's no writing.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, as it's a pretty busy.
Okay, investigation. We were looking at 21.
21. As you go through, there appear to be a variety of sigils, whether it's some kind of rune or something like that. What languages do you speak?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Primordial.
Damn.
Okay, let me triple check something really
And
quick.
7 different dialects, in case you were interested.
Okay, got it. Okay. Unfortunately, you do not recognize any of these.
Oh.
Right. But you do see text that outlines the archway of this.
Okay. And around me, what's going on around me? Is it just open area?
You look around. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'll kneel down and just
Natty.
poke at that stone.
Okay. Virgil, as you look around, you get the feeling that you're not quite alone. And it sends a bit of a shiver down your spine, as when you first got here, you're paying a close eye, as this is kind of an oddity. As you approach the shrine, you notice there's a flock of black birds that begin to close in on the area and just watch you. When you got here, there were none, and as you've been here for maybe about 30 seconds or so, there's about 8 that are just perched along various branches, and at this point, one just flies right up to the shrine, lands on top of it, and just kind of squawks at you.
I'd like to look this bird directly into the eye and study it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a nature check.
I was gonna say, have I
Daru,
ever seen anything like this?
Yeah. Well, like what? The shrine?
The birds. No, the birds acting funny.
I mean, I'll say you don't need a nature check. You and
Okay.
Asher, these are ravens.
Okay.
This would be 19.
19?
Damn, rolling hot today.
Yeah.
These dices are no joke.
Are they the hollow ones I gave you?
They sure are, buddy.
Nice.
Nice.
Do they jingle? Yeah, you would ascertain around the same, Virgil.
Oh, okay.
And I'll say
I'd like
with that intelligence check as well, and you're trained in religion, right? Yeah. The obvious thing would be that this is probably a shrine to the Raven Queen. Daru,
can I just do like a small weird bow to the raven? Something compelled me to do.
Sure. As you do though, Daru, you were touching that stone.
Yeah, I just reached down and picked it up.
You try to pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay, it's about the size of a watermelon. And go ahead and make a strength check.
No, okay.
It's huge.
12.
12. You try to lift it, it is not moving. This is a very, very dense rock. You get the sense that there are very few that would be able to lift this thing.
Is there nothing on it, or is it just a rock?
There appear to be a variety of sigils on it. It actually looks like it is a magical stone.
What's going on, Daru?
Well, it's a pretty fucking heavy rock. I just look at the bird. Is this yours?
He just kind of squawks at you.
Huh.
Turns his head.
Out of here.
You kind of wave it away. These are mean birds. Like it's you get up and even hit it on the side, and you kind of just like it's holding its ground.
Jesus. Okay.
Leave the birds alone, Daru.
Well, I mean, shit. It's a big bird. It could peck out our eyes.
It's part of nature, Daru.
Virgil, as you bow to the bird,
Nature.
It gives you this strange look in your eyes, and you feel somewhat compelled to reach out and interact with the shrine.
Okay, I'll do so.
Okay. You reach out and touch the shrine, and you have a flash of memory. It almost feels like time skips ahead about 2 seconds or so, and you instinctively pull back as your body kind of has this, you get a bit of a head rush. And you just have this image of yourself in what appears to be a dangerous situation and an explosion of fire as you're outside at night in a field, and you hear what sounds like your allies around you just yelling in, not in panic, but in yelling out instructions and orders just in the middle of a fight. And you're kind of brought back to the present. And you just feel like you maybe got a tiny glimpse into one of many possibilities. So with that, the shrine briefly glowed for a second with this white light, and Virgil's eyes did the same. And you essentially now have 1 point of luck that you can use for the next 24 hours.
Did I notice him pull his hand away really fast?
Yeah. With your passive perception, you would have noticed Virgil just kind of touch it and then recoil.
I would have instinctively reached one hand over my shoulder. I just had a hand on an arrow.
Mm.
And, the bow ready.
Can you explain to me how luck works and the point?
So for the next 24 hours, if you roll a d20 and you don't like the result, you can roll another d20 and you have to use the second roll.
Okay. And that's one use, correct?
One use.
Thank you.
Nice.
Is everything okay?
I have had a vision.
Of the past or the future?
I do not know. And I
Are we-
relay what I saw.
Are we currently in danger?
I do not believe so, but eyes open, Asher.
Always. Alright, I think we should get back on the boat, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of this creepy place.
I do one last bow to the shrine out of respect, and I depart with my team.
Okay.
Maybe strange question. Is the nature around me acting strange at all towards me?
As you begin to walk back, you notice that as you've been standing in the same place for a second, you go to move and you can't move. You look down and somehow the grass has grown around your feet and almost tied a knot around both of your feet and is like holding you in place. And after a bit of working, you kind of snap your feet through, and as you do, the earth kind of gives way, and somehow where the ground was previously fine, it's become wet, and your foot sinks in about 6 inches, and you kind of are now in this murky. The very earth around you is seemingly adjusting to make your travel difficult. So yeah, this simple grassland for you is difficult terrain.
Okay.
Come on, Daru, hurry up.
Yeah, you turn around, by the way, and you watch Daru. The grass itself is kind of growing up his legs and seemingly trying to root him and hold him down.
What?
Okay.
Fuck?
Just tearing at it. Okay. Bonus action dash. I'm just gonna scuttle over.
Daru, at this point, Daru literally pulls his pants up like someone kind of like walking through a stream and has to kind of like penguin fast walk his way out of there. And it works. Your feet are covered in wet mud, and you've almost left this trail of, morphing the earth. And you watch as the grass itself kind of closes back over.
What's up with that, dude?
I hop in. I
want to look around. Can I see if there's anybody like that's doing this to him, or if that's like a caster or some shit?
You look around. Make a perception check.
Nope, I don't see shit. That's a 1.
Yeah, you look around. As you're kind of looking around, you don't really see much of anything. And there's this little, what looks to be a bug or something that just kind of like flies in your eye, and you're like, oh, shit. And you've got a bit of a soreness and stinging. You kind of have to blink a couple times to get it out. And your eyes watering a little bit.
Bugs. God damn it. Alright, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Wait on you, big man. Get in the van.
And I hop in.
And with that, I hop in.
Okay.
Alright.
try not to flip us this time, huh, Asher?
Yeah.
I haven't flipped us yet, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Virgil is gonna meditate and do this whole process of driving with Asher. He's just gonna close his eyes and hope he gets there on the other side.
Gotcha. All right. With that, I'd like you guys for the second leg of the journey, go ahead and someone roll a d8.
I'll roll this time. That's a 3.
3. Okay. As you're driving through, a dense fog begins to take place over the northern part of the area north of the sink. To the west, you do see what looks to be a dense forest. I'd like 2 people to go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I'll do it.
Hide and
You want me to do it? Okay.
Don't you have high perception?
Sure.
Alright.
13.
13?
21.
Okay. Asher, as you're looking through the dense fog, you see what looks to be smoke that's coming from the forest. Like far off, maybe a couple miles. And just as you're having this thought, a shape darts out into the road, and you turn and see this large deer that has just kind of run through the middle of the road in this dense fog. So I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Jack on the brakes again.
19.
19.
Nice.
With that,
Stacks, guys.
you yank the wheel and you miss the deer and kind of yank the other way, and you spin out of control, and the car comes to a stop, but you don't hit any trees, you don't hit the deer, and the car is fine. I'd like
How'd you guys see that?
Hyde to make another strength saving throw. I rolled for Virgil.
It's 20 total.
20 total. So that Virgil actually flies over towards you. You catch Virgil and avoid hitting yourself, and you kind of help him to his feet, and you guys are okay. And you can set off again without any problems. This complication was avoided.
It's a little impractical, but seeing as we're driving is less than ideal.
Asher, just calm your driving down. Shit.
It's at this point visibility is pretty low.
Then slow down when we're driving.
I didn't know there was going to be a deer.
So Hyde's kind of mumbling to himself, Asher, as you take off.
We can see, don't speed.
Message received. So as you continue on this trek, you get to a point. You get to a point where you see what looks like a large structure ahead of you that completely. It's essentially a checkpoint. There's sovereignty guards that patrol and monitor who's coming in and out of the city. So you've got about 10 seconds before you pull up to this thing. Is there anything you're doing to prepare for this?
Get my work visa. Get the work visas from everyone.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we all pull them out.
Yeah.
And then when I get there, we'll go down.
Quick! Oh shit! Before we get there, quick story, guys. We work for Von Hippel. We're checking out the sink for viable buying options.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Everyone's out there.
Okay.
Pull up.
Yeah, you pull up and you see what looks like this tired and annoyed looking halfling that's a little bit portly. He's got kind of curly but greasy hair that's kind of parted in the middle, going both ways. And just like a faint half splotchy grown in mustache. And as he sees you approach, he just kind of stops you. Asher, go ahead and roll another D20. At disadvantage. Straight D20.
Oh, yeah, okay. 16?
16?
Yeah.
Okay. So after a couple snafus, you come to a very gradual stop. And it's almost a little too perfect. You just kind of coast in really slowly as this guy's looking at you really annoyed and gives you like a... and you kind of coast in and beautifully come to a stop. And he just looks at you.
Better start eating my sandwich.
You kind of pull out your sandwich, start eating.
The entire trip.
Okay. I'd make a constitution. No, I'm just kidding. With that, he looks at you, Asher, and just goes, State your business and
Just coming here to work. Here's
and
some pieces.
where is it you head?
To the factory, to VHO.
The VHL factory in Mag City?
Yeah.
What is it you're doing there? It's closed down.
We gotta go get some files for our boss, because apparently he left them there. So now we gotta drive all the way out of here to Mag City.
If you're getting the files from your boss, why is it you're heading from the sink?
Yeah, we were just scouting out some real estate out there. On the way back, he said, "Hey, stop by Mag City," you know. So
To do the job that you got to do.
To pick up the files. I just do what I'm supposed to do, man.
Go and make a deception check.
Oh yeah. All right. 12.
12. With that, he says, I'm going to need you to step out of the car, please.
What the hell's going on up there?
Come on, man. It's been a long fucking day. We're just trying to get back to Mag City. We've repaired 10 goddamn cars today.
Look, man, you have no idea how many of these sink rats try to get out of their hole. All right? This is the only thing separating them from civilized people.
All right. Let the man do his damn job.
I know he did not just call me a sink rat.
I can stretch my legs.
Shut up, Hyde.
Okay, you kind of step out, and he sees your kind of odd group, looks over all of you. And he goes, you got anything to declare?
A sandwich?
Okay, any weapons, any magical items or artifacts, any firearms?
I hold up my rapier for protection. Like you
and
said,
I'm assuming you got a license for that.
I might have at one point, but
you would know you do have a license from the Huntsman's Lodge.
Yeah.
That allows you to carry certain weapons.
Okay, I thought rapiers were cool, but then yeah, I'll pull out my license.
Okay, so he looks it over and says, "So you are from the sink."
We do business there. You have to be protected there.
But you just got a license through the Huntsman's Lodge in the sink, so you're hunters from the sink.
Listen, do you know of any other way to get a license for your weapons? That was the easiest way.
Right. I've got no problem with that. But my problem is that it doesn't match up with your story that you're from Mag City, headed down to do the sink to do some scouting, and coming back.
Would you want to be walking around in the sink with no protection?
No, I would not. But I also wouldn't lie to a guard of the sovereignty who's trying to defend the border. Now,
defend the border from some blue-collar workers?
Here's what we're going to do. We got two ways of doing this. I can call my associates, and we can take a real long look at those papers you got, and we can really get to the bottom of your story. Looking over all of you, I get the sense that might not be the most amenable way to start this day. Then we have the expedited option. At this point, Virgil, as you step out, there's essentially a toll worker, a sovereignty guard toll worker, that's giving you guys a hard time because your story for why you're entering Mag City does not seem to add up.
What was our story? What did we say?
We're posing as...
Asher said that you were... he essentially said that you were from Mag City, doing some business in the sink, coming back. He asked if you had any weapons, and then saw your licenses that you're from the sink, which is a direct contradiction. So at this point he says, or the second option, I can arrange for a sort of expedited check-in situation, if you know what I mean.
We got $500 cash. How's this feel?
Oh, God. Okay.
That is exactly my fee, young man.
Right.
Now listen, so that he just holds out his hand and he just says, now listen, next time you come through here, I expect the correct paperwork and documentation. It's really it's going to come out of my ass for doing this for you guys. So I'm really doing you a favor right now.
Yeah.
Don't let it happen again, all right?
Bro, this
Yeah.
Asher is
Pull out
quick
the
to
damn
the
$500.
fucking tongue here.
Okay. He takes it, counts it real quick, just goes, all right, now get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Go on,
Alright,
Asher. Get start driving.
So with that, you get back in the car and the little gate thing kind of opens.
So we're posing as workers for Mikey, right?
No,
No.
for the competition.
Oh, it's for the competition. Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha.
So, hey, I guess that's why they gave us that $1,000.
Maybe.
They should let I half of it.
That was a good call, not telling him how much we had.
Well, thank you, Dario. The only person here who seems to trust me.
Oh, I don't really trust you. I just said it was a good call.
Oh, okay.
Okay. As part of this last leg of the journey, this is going to take you directly into the city. I would like someone to roll a D8.
I'll roll this one.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
turn.
you go ahead.
Oh god, 1.
Uh-oh.
1.
The car explodes.
Okay. As you're driving through to get into Mag City, you get to a point where you can see beautiful open fields. You kind of make it past the carbon bluff, so that gray, ashy earth actually begins to open up into a beautiful green to the far west. You can actually see pretty well the College of Circia standing up kind of as this large statement over Kynan's Lake on its peninsula. Ahead of you, you see Mag City, and in the distance, you see the peaks of Mount Bigby and the mountains that kind of seem to guard Ellisburg. And as you're appreciating the scenery, there is a massive... the vehicle is lifted up off of the ground, and I need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
Sorry, guys.
25.
20 unnatural.
Nice.
10.
14.
Yeah, me and Virgil were ready for this one.
Okay, sorry.
We're
So,
in the back ready.
who was above 15?
Eddie and I.
Yep, I had 25.
Okay, and then Asher and Daru?
I got a
I
10.
rolled a 15, but it's minus 1.
And Daru?
10.
10. Okay. So the two of you, Asher, the airbags actually go off, and you take one to the face for 2 points of damage. Daru, go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
My window is open. I just feel like I should point out. 2.
2. You are ejected from the vehicle.
Oh, God.
I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, natural 20.
Yeah,
Natural
he's like
20s.
a cat.
Okay. So you still take
I'm
1 point of
literally
damage from being birthed out of the window from this. It's not a very clear, you don't just perfectly yeet out. You do notice, as you're kind of slow motion tucking and rolling, you see this massive shape that has come out of the ground, lifted the vehicle up, and is now kind of diving back down, kind of smashing the vehicle onto its side. At this point, Asher, you are considered restrained, and Hyde and Virgil, you are in the back of this van, prone. I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Tuck and roll and get ready. Pull out my rapier.
Bro, your dice are doing work tonight. I'll tell you what.
Are they?
14.
18.
Nice.
24. Wait,
Damn.
25. Sorry.
Ow.
Okay, sorry. So
Natural
sorry.
one.
25 for Asher. Natural 1, you said.
Yeah, total of 4.
Virgil.
That'd be 18.
18. And Hyde.
14.
Okay. So at the top of the surprise round, as this creature leaps up and jams the vehicle into the earth, it is going to.
Don't Hyde and I have alert?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't be surprised.
Yep. I know I do.
Trying to think about how this works when you're inside of a van. So, as part of that, as the vehicle is smashed down, Asher, this is all happening very quickly. As you're in the air, you have a chance to act with your alert. You don't have alert, though. As part of your reincarnation, though.
At
Oh.
least I kept that part. That's the one I paid for.
I thought you got sharpshooter.
I paid for sure. Oh, that's.
Like a totally new
hold on.
character.
Yeah, you would have to have sharpshooter.
Did you re-roll your stats?
No.
No, but he was considered a variant human. He lost that extra feat.
Oh.
I didn't take.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause you
I
got the
didn't take
feature
points
of
at
the
level
human.
4.
Yeah, so you do not have alert.
No, I didn't take points at level 4 to keep alert. That's the one I purchased. I took sharpshooter at level 4.
Okay.
That's the only way I could have.
So, okay, then we're committing to this, because if that ends up not being the case, you might end up losing. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I remember that both of them bought alert with the feat points.
Right, but I thought things were moved around, but as part of your reincarnation, but that's okay. So we're sticking with it. So Asher, you have this move. What is it you're doing? You are currently restrained, and you're upside down and soaring through the air.
What is restraining?
Your movement is 0.
I said, what is restraining?
The seatbelt.
Okay. Can I cut the seatbelt?
Huh?
Can I cut the seatbelt?
You want to cut it with you pull out a dagger. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. I will say the DC is not hard, but this is at disadvantage because you're currently soaring through the air.
Disadvantage sleight of hand check?
Yeah.
14.
14. You cut the seatbelt, and you are immediately kind of jammed into the side of the vehicle. You are no longer restrained. I'll say that would have been your action to do that.
Okay.
As a note, As a note, do any of us have our armor on? I would think I still did.
I took it off.
You did. You're the only one that has armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I took mine off too. Can I get out of the vehicle with my movement?
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check at disadvantage. And for the purposes of this, we'll say your window was open. You try to climb out, and as you do, you see Earth rapidly approaching you. So you kind of pull back, and that's going to be all your movement.
So I'm still in the van?
You're still in the van.
Okay.
And as part of that, I'd like you to make a second strength saving throw, as now the second impact hits, and you do not have your seatbelt on.
Oh, well, that's 17.
Okay, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you land. But you are not restrained. That brings us to the bullet. The bullet is going to continue to rip away at the vehicle to try to get the tender meat inside.
After my sandwich.
Oh my god, that's ugly. Holy shit. Yeah, with that, it tears off this would be the passenger side door, and it jams its head in the vehicle, just snapping its jaws at you. Asher, you're about 6 inches away from where its jaws snapping through the massive hole it's made. You're kind of now trapped between the earth beneath you and the bullet above, like Jurassic Park style, trying to snap at you. Both of you in the back see this happening as well. This brings us to Hyde.
Bonus action, rage, and start beating the shit out of that thing.
Okay, so you rage, get up. Because of the awkward angle, you're going to be at disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine.
Unless you're trying to get out of the vehicle and go around.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to protect the
Okay, sure.
Immediate reactions. Does a 13 hit?
13 does not. As you're just kind of beating on it, you're beating on its snout and not able to get any purchase.
Okay, I'm going to try another shot. Try to punch it again. That's a natural 1, so that's going to miss.
Okay, as you're kind of punching at it, I'm going to say you try to swipe up, and your arm gets stuck between two of its razor-sharp teeth.
Okay.
And you take 9 half to 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay, cool. And that will be my turn.
Okay. That brings us to top of the round now. Asher and Virgil.
Asher, go ahead.
Can I move away without getting in its mouth?
Where are you attempting? Because it's literally blocking the.
So I'm on the side.
The van's on the side. You're on your back, prone. The earth is beneath you. This thing's right above you.
Can I crawl over the seat?
To try to get into the back?
Go up to the ceiling and go between the headrest and the ceiling.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
16.
16? Okay. So you're able to make the squeeze. It does get an opportunity attack on you, though.
Shit.
I'll give it disadvantage because of the awkward angle, just the way Hyde had disadvantage on it. Oh, that's the same roll twice. That's a 14.
Does not hit.
Well, what's your dexterity modifier?
+5.
+5?
Yeah.
Okay. Then your armor class is 15.
Yeah.
So, yep, that does not hit. Yeah. So it bites out.
I took my armor off.
Yeah, you.
So.
No, exactly. Okay, good. So it somehow, it actually, you feel it clamp down on your hand as it bites, but it got a spot where two of the teeth, just, your hand is right in that gap, and you just it clamped down for a second, dealing no damage, and you kind of just slip your hand out of it, no problem.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, so that would be your movement, I'll say. You're now in the back.
I'd like to tear off a piece of this plastic explosive I got.
You don't have any plastic explosive?
Yeah, I bought some.
Oh, that. Right. Okay.
I'd like to tear off an eighth of it.
How much do you have?
Quarter pound.
Yep.
A quarter pound.
Cheese.
Okay. So
I did not mean to make this difficult. If it's too much,
no, that's okay.
I could not do it.
So you take out an eighth of the quarter.
Yeah.
So is it essentially is this like a Jurassic Park situation?
Kind of. Okay, so you can do that. That's a very small amount. You get the sense that might not really do much of anything. Like, there's a certain threshold you have to meet.
What if I took a quarter of the quarter?
That might be enough to do something.
Okay, I'm going to take a quarter of the quarter.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to throw it in the mouth.
Okay.
And detonate it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
You thought Shane was bad with explosives.
Just a general dexterity check.
Okay, do I add my dex to it?
D20 plus your dex. No
21.
proficiency. 21.
Yeah.
Okay. So as its mouth is chomping open, you quickly just kind of pull out that explosive, kind of eye it up a little bit, tear a piece off, and just kind of chuck it in there, and it swallows it, does not seem to notice what it's done.
So it swallowed it, okay. Then that's...
Well, you don't know if it swallowed it, but it went in its massive mouth, and you don't see it anymore.
Okay.
How big is this thing?
Describe to me again, Alex. What is it like a?
I'm kind of
How big is it in
Pokemon?
Yeah, is it like a Pokemon?
Yeah, it actually very much looks like a Pokemon.
What kind of Pokemon?
I'm picturing Onyx.
It's funny, you guys actually probably recently saw this in the Monster Manual. This is kind of what it looks like. Can you see that on the shared screen? I don't think you can.
No.
See anything?
Okay. This is kind of what it looks like.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
It's a lot scarier than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's, how big is it? It is large. So, yeah.
Oh, as big as the van.
About as big as the van, but
Yeah.
presumably with enough force to pick it up off the ground and tear one of the doors off and reach inside. So yeah, you do that. And you said you detonate it now. Also, you can do that as a reaction.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use my reaction.
To detonate it right now. Okay. I'd like everybody to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, damn it.
Am I next to the vehicle?
Daru, you're going to be okay, actually.
17.
9.
Oh, nice. 19.
Nice.
Okay.
Wait,
So
do I
Scott-
get the natty advantage? Because I rolled 20, but it's -1. Or no?
Did you roll a natty?
Yeah, I rolled a natty.
Okay.
But my strength save is -1 still. Because I have -3.
Okay.
Strength saves. This is not good for me.
Okay. Asher, you take 14 points of force damage. Hyde and Virgil take 28 points of force damage.
God damn.
Ooh.
Asher.
My rage didn't help with that at
Oh
all.
my God.
Shit.
I didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know what was going to happen.
That's
Yeah.
true. I'm just looking for someone to blame for this damage.
I mean, you detonated C4 5 feet away from,
Yeah.
like...
Hindsight's 2020. Am
Yeah.
I right?
So, we all learn.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn when I'm dead.
Yep. I'm almost there.
Same here.
I mean, me too, guys. I'm not...
And the bullet... I need to make a strength saving throw. That's a natural 1. I'll say because it's in its mouth, I won't deal the damage rolled, but I'll just do max damage. So as if you rolled all 12. So that's going to be 48 points of damage.
Jesus.
Wow, maybe it was a good idea.
Okay.
We can say that from heaven.
Really?
Yeah.
Virgil, you're up. And Virgil,
Okay.
I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. 5. Oh, wisdom save. Sorry. 7.
7. Okay. So as part of this next round, you you use your bonus action to go into your Scourge form.
Okay.
Which means that in this small area...
Oh, god damn it. Everybody's about to start taking radiant damage.
I believe it's equal to... How does this work?
2 points. Oh, it says 2p8.
No, it's three. It's three. No, it's so Asher and Hyde take 3 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And Hyde, you didn't get knocked down, did you?
Nope.
Okay. I thought you said that. Okay.
All right. Then I would like to looking through all my stuff here.
What are you doing, Virgil?
I'm gonna do smite. I'm gonna run up to this guy, and I'm gonna try to do like almost like a football tackle, but like try to push. You ever see those things where those football players who like try to drag that football that machine?
Yeah, this thing's way too big for you to try to do.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Shoulder hit, grab it with 2 hands, and cast smite. But I'm also gonna elevate the smite.
Okay.
And I.
How many sorcery points are you spending?
I'm gonna spend 3.
Okay. So that would add 3d8 to it if you hit. So go ahead and roll. Okay. This attack is at disadvantage.
Okay. All right. Can I add my luck to that to help?
You can use luck to re-roll, but then you have to use the second roll. So just roll at disadvantage and tell me what you roll.
Okay. With disadvantage, I roll a 14.
14. If you would like, you can use luck to re-roll one more time and keep the second roll. But if you're happy with 14, you can keep that.
Let's try 14.
I recommend that. So it's plus 8, so that is 22,
Yep.
Which hits. So go ahead and roll 4d8 plus 5 radiant damage. And that brings us to the bullet's turn.
$26 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. 26 points of radiant damage. Not bad at all. Oh, the bullet also takes the 3 damage from your...
Radiant.
All right.
I'd like to do this and just Ghost Rider it and just smile at it as I'm like...
Yeah, so as you see a smile on Virgil's face, but whereas usually it's one of friendship and happiness, this is kind of a cruel smile. As this creature begins screaming this guttural scream in pain as Virgil just grabs onto it, and as Virgil's eyes and hands light up, the eyes of this creature begin to light up with this radiant, smiting energy. With that, it's going to pull back away from you, Virgil, and it is going to turn around to the one creature that is out of the vehicle, as it does not want to be in there anymore. And it is going to move about 20 feet towards you. And as it does, it sort of darts from side to side a little bit and then leaps about 20 feet into the air and lands on top of you. I need you to make...
Just before he does that, do I get a reaction attack because it disengaged?
I'll say... There would only be able to be one person next to this thing as part of the awkward angle. So Virgil kind of dove through and you... Yeah, so Virgil, if you want, you can make an opportunity attack against it.
Absolutely.
Straight melee-based attack.
Quarterstaff?
Yeah, so D20 plus your dexterity modifier and proficiency. So D20 plus 5.
16.
16... does not hit, unfortunately. So as it kind of tries to back up, its head gets stuck in the van as it's kind of shaking the van as it is. You're kind of just like, fuck, and just kind of like smacking it on the nose. It eventually gets out, leaps at Daru. I need you to make a strength or dexterity saving throw, Daru.
Would be a dexterity for sure.
I assume so.
21.
21. Okay. So as you watch it come at you and then just jumps in the air for a second, you're like, oh my god, this thing can fly. And you see it start to come down on you, and you just go, oh fuck, and dive out of the way. You still suffer as part of the, as a small part of the body still hits you, and just the sheer force of this. Oh man. 14 points of bludgeoning and slashing damage.
Damn.
It's a hell of a partial hit.
Straight away.
And you are pushed 5 feet out of its space, and as it lands, it's going to bite you.
Okay.
Ooh. Shit. That's a really low roll. Okay, 9 misses.
That misses.
So as it lands, it just goes for this big snap, and you just, oh shit, and roll out of the way from under it. And it bites into seemingly a chunk of earth that has some substance to it and just picks up this large boulder and just starts chomping on it, thinking it's you, as you're just kind of like crawling away from it. Okay, that's going to bring us to...
Spamming the roll button.
I think Daru's last.
Hyde and Daru.
Okay, okay. I'm getting the fuck out of the van.
Okay.
Am I gonna take damage from his radiant shit?
No, it's gonna be on his turn.
Good. Okay.
So, as you go to try the van door...
Yeah.
Do it. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Okay. That's 2.
2. You go for it, and the latch is not working. So you've used, I'll say, 10 feet of movement.
Okay, I'm gonna just smash through it then.
Okay, so I'll say you can use... Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Yep.
Don't forget you're at advantage because of your rage.
Okay, well, I got a natural 19, so 26.
Okay, so with that, I'll say you can burst out of the van with, as just part of your movement. You've got 20 feet more. You can just make it.
Okay, I want to run and just like come flying at it and just I have my claws out and take 3 shots at it.
Yeah, you can take 3. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Okay.
And as this is happening, Daru, what are you doing?
Yeah, as Hyde gets into range, oh thank God, and I back up a little bit and pull out my rapier, and the amulet sparks travels down it, and I'm gonna green flame blade it.
Okay.
So the first one was a 9, second one was a 20, third one was a 23.
Okay, 2 of them hit.
Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see.
And Daru, as part of this, you'll also have a +2 bonus for a flanking advantage.
15.
15 misses.
19 points of damage.
Okay, you deal 19 points of damage. Daru, you leap out with this flaming blade, and as you do, you're stopped short, and for some reason you weren't quite able to close the distance. You look down, and once again that grass is just growing over your feet. And you're just like, oh, shit, you didn't quite compensate for that. You're still getting used to it. That was your action. Anything with bonus action?
Disengage.
Disengage, and you've got...
I'll
you've
use
used
whatever remaining movement in the disengage.
Because it's a difficult terrain, you can move about another 10 feet away from it. So you kind of back up another 10 feet. Once again, you're not used to how difficult it is to maneuver.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to Asher and Virgil.
I'm going to run out the back of the van and jump on top of the van.
Okay. Presumably you're grabbing your bow and quiver from the back. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to see how quickly you can do this.
22.
22. Okay, so I'll say you can do that with half your movement.
Okay.
You can pick up your bow real quick, the quiver. You run out, jump on top of the van. I'm going to say that's all the movement you have.
Okay, I'm going to use Zephyr Strike.
Okay, bonus action, Zephyr Strike.
And then I'm going to take 2 shots. One at the thing.
Okay.
Striking dog. The first one is 13 plus 8, I guess. 13 plus 8.
Okay, that hits.
And then the second one is it's 21.
Okay. Hits. Go and roll damage, and Virgil, you're up.
Okay. I'd like to. Let's see. I'm probably just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get close to it, and we're gonna do. What is it called? We're gonna elevate the smite again. Elevate the smite.
Okay.
And we're gonna use 2 more points of sorcery, which would max out my sorcery points.
Okay.
And go from there. Let me look at my.
Total of 23 points.
23 points of damage. Not bad. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right. Am I still at disadvantage?
You are not. You actually have a +2 to hit.
So 27 to hit.
27 hits. Go and roll damage.
Okay. Uh, 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage.
Damn, get wrecked, motherfucker.
Love with these dice, I just gotta say.
It's really fucking hurt right now.
Big damage.
Right.
And I don't think I have any bonus action like attack to do. So but +3 for this for the.
That's right. Hyde would also take this damage.
Damn it. Stupid radiant damage.
Yeah, radiance.
You guys are killing me.
Okay, another 3. Okay. This thing's gonna get pretty desperate pretty soon. That brings us to its turn. It is going to do a standing leap. As it's just being surrounded by all of you, it just jumps straight up in the air and comes down on actually, like a frog, it's actually going to leap over to Asher, who just shot it.
We don't get an opportunity attack?
It's not.
You left their range when it jumped straight up.
Yeah, but it didn't drop its. This is part of its attack. It's not like it's dropping its. I'll tell you what. I'll give you, because it's not like it's. The point of an opportunity attack is not that it's leaving your range, it's that it's dropping its defensive to leave your range. This thing's just leaping. So I'll tell you what. I'll give you all reaction opportunity attack at disadvantage if you want to take it.
I'll take it.
I'm not near it.
But it is actually instead going to. Well, go ahead.
Missed.
What am I rolling?
Quarter staff attack. +5.
+5? Okay.
At disadvantage.
Oh. $22.
22, that hits.
Oh, fuck 'em. Alright, and
No
so
damage?
I'm gonna do 8 damage.
8 points of not fucking bad, Mr. Sorcerer.
Your dice are on fire.
I'm glad. The bullet's attacking you, by the way, Virgil. So it actually now just jumps straight up, and as it goes to jump towards Asher, as that pain hits it in the back and it turns, Virgil, you just conk it in the face,
I do it like a baseball bat as it's
Yeah,
coming down?
you just grab it, but you actually throw the staff up, grab it by the bottom, and as it goes to jump, you just cold cock it in the face. It looks at you, jumps straight up like a frog, and is coming down like a skydiver without a chute.
I want to open my arms like an embrace as it comes down.
Yeah, exactly. Daru, Hyde, and Virgil, I need you all to make dexterity or strength saving throws.
That's fine. My healing word is not a bonus action, is it?
It is a bonus action.
Oh, this might be after the fact. Would you allow me to take it? I was looking through all my spells for bonuses.
I'm gonna say no, because your turn is over. It already moved.
What am I rolling?
Strength or dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I got a 26 on strength save.
Hey,
Nice.
So did
I got an unnatural 20 on dex save.
Very nice.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
I've been
I'm
rolling
proud of you
17s
guys.
and 18s up the ass.
Yeah, I'm proud of you guys.
So he's proud of our shit.
Yeah.
Are you
Okay, you all take 10 points of bludgeoning and slashing damage.
That's halved for me, correct?
Half for you to 5.
Thank God. Because otherwise I'd be down.
I said, how
And-
many points of damage?
10.
Uh-oh.
I'm down.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Something about a bomb going off.
Yeah. Who did that?
I thought the one who rolled a 1 and got us with this creature.
Hey, come on.
Yes, that's the reason I'm down. Because he rolled a 1.
We'll also
As it
crash the
as it
corpse.
crashes into the earth, you see its feet burrow down, and as you kind of look around for a second, you see Virgil down, and from behind you, it comes up to bite you.
How many attacks does this thing have?
Oh, fuck, it's gonna attack Virgil when he's down?
Nope, it's gonna go for Asher now.
Oh, Asher, okay, gotcha.
What happens to my scourge when it's down? Is
It's still up.
Just,
Oh shit!
fuck.
I'm just a light.
That's
laying-
15 to hit Asher. Or sorry, no, natural 8 to 25 to hit.
That hits.
we're gonna like poke you with a stick, like, hey, you awake, buddy? I can't
Holy
get too
shit.
close.
32 points of
Oh, fuck.
Well, I'm down.
piercing damage. Alright, with that,
Jeez.
you watch as it comes up, picks up Asher off the ground, thrashes him around, and tosses him.
Okay. This is actually really bad now.
Yep.
That brings us to, with that, this thing's pretty hurt. As it throws Asher to the ground, it sees that it has its quarry, as it has seemingly knocked out its prey. You can tell by its movement that it's going to go for Asher and try to get away. Because right now, it is also in retreat mode. It has taken a shitload of damage and is not doing well. It's just trying to make it out not empty-handed. So.
Oh, not the big guy.
Because you're closer. You watch as it's now prowling towards Asher. Also, you can sense maybe Asher's somewhat bestial blood might make it something that's a little bit more
Yep.
used to.
You're a kid,
I was a cat.
So
You ate my neighbor's cat.
that brings us to Hyde.
Fuck. Alright, seeing Asher go down, that leaves me no choice but to, go psycho and, yeah, go full form on this son of a bitch. So yeah, fucking, let me roll the, what is it, D6, I think?
You're using your bonus action to do your transformation.
Yep, going
Okay.
psycho on it. I don't want to do this in public, but I got no choice. Alright, so the D6. That is a 4, which is Primal Savagery. I can use Predatory Leap as a bonus action on my next turn.
Mhm.
Okay. Alright, just make my 2 claw attacks. So I looked it up. It says that the claw attacks would count as on the same attack action.
Yeah,
so
it is.
So I technically have 4 attacks then. Because you have 1, 2, 3.
It doesn't allow you to attack as a bonus action.
And then bonus action would be the okay, gotcha. I was
It's
just
3 attacks plus your bonus action.
okay, gotcha. So okay. So let's see. That is first one misses. Second one is a 18.
18 hits.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that's much better damage with the this form. 6 plus 13 points of damage.
Okay. Do you want to do this, or do you want me to?
Yeah, so as it like bites him and like throws him to the ground as looking to go over and like eat him, obviously, I want to go over and like grab it by the tail, come up and stick my claw in its eye and just like rip out as much as I can.
I'm glad
Okay.
he said I. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. So with that, you watch as Hyde just takes off around one side of the vehicle, kind of chasing this thing as it burrows down, seemingly knowing that it's going for Asher. As it comes up, tears Asher to threads and throws him to the ground. You all watch as this creature lurches forward, grabs Asher by the foot, and begins moving forward towards the original hole it made, at which point you watch as it lurches back once more as Hyde yanks this large creature back and goes up to the front of it, clawing its eye completely out as it howls in pain, and with that just reaches through, making a hole where its eye once was, and just makes a mess of its orbital socket as it just completely falls, unmoving and dead, next to an unmoving Asher. That brings us to Daru.
Oh, fuck. Could I get to Virgil or Asher with 15 feet of movement?
You can get to Virgil with 15.
I'll run to him and pull out. I believe I have. I'll try to make a medicine check to stabilize him.
And by the way, who had the bag of things?
I do.
Okay.
Wait.
I think someone interrupted me. Did you guys get that you had 6 regular hemostats in there?
No.
Oh, no.
Okay. Because as I was talking, I think someone interrupted me because it's down on my sheet.
That was me.
Okay.
I'm usually the one to interrupt.
Right there where it's crossed out. Those are hemostats.
I think the bag.
You also.
in the car.
Yeah. So then we'll say that stands as it was. So go ahead and make your medicine check.
19.
Okay. So with that, you see Virgil's got a large kind of gash across his chest. You just apply pressure, and for now, Virgil's stabilized. You are still unconscious, but you are not making death saves anymore.
Is he still kicking that radiant energy?
Oh, shit.
Not to throw you under the bus, but yeah.
I'll say that fades as you go unconscious.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Let me see.
Just say that was going to make it hard to save him.
Yeah,
I don't have many hit points. Well, now I do, but
I don't.
I did before.
Actually,
If he's still glowing, I'll move away.
yeah, no, but you.
I've seen him burn up a goblin mid-jump.
Yeah. This is an interesting. I'll say it lasts 1 round after. So to do this, you would take 3 points of radiant damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Because it doesn't specify, but it also doesn't make sense that you would just burn for a full minute, not allowing anyone to get close to you to heal you. So we'll say it lasts a round after. Okay, top of the round, Asher.
Oh God.
So
You're
what is
muted.
left? As far as enemies?
No one's left, but
Asher, you're muted.
No one's left, but he's going?
well, he's making his death saving throw because
Death save.
before anyone can get to him.
Fucking favorite. Jeez.
Please don't roll a 1. That's all you have to do.
That's 2 fails or 1, right?
Are you serious?
Did you roll a natural
One is an
1?
immediate
Yeah.
death.
No,
It's
you
not,
didn't,
no,
James.
it's-
No, you
No,
didn't.
I rolled 2.
Okay, that's a fail.
Fail.
That's still bad, though, James.
Okay.
That's fine.
No, a 1 is you're automatically dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a homebrew roll now?
No, that's
That's just how it is. Yeah.
how it is.
That's how life works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'll kill you if you die.
Okay, so that's a failed death save. That brings us to Virgil. Oh, you are unconscious still.
I'm sleeping.
Back to hide.
I'm going to try to assist the kid as best I can. Fuck, I don't even know how to. But I'm going to try to kind of keep him from bleeding out if I can.
Okay, go ahead and make a medicine check.
15.
15. Okay. So with that, you once again assess some very large wounds, apply some pressure. At this point, Asher is also going to stabilize.
Okay.
So over the next couple minutes, Virgil and Asher, you both sort of come to as your friends assist. The van is totally fucked at this point.
I've dropped the abominable form too.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
I'll run into the car and rummage if I can 2 hemostats.
Okay.
And double fist stab them both.
Okay.
24. 24.
Okay. So how do you don't suffer a point of exhaustion for using the form?
Okay.
You're pretty fucking hungry though.
Yeah, I need to eat. I'm gonna go eat everybody's fucking sandwiches.
Sure.
I am looking at Asher with rage, like restraint rage, and somewhat disdain.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying anything.
Virgil's staring daggers at you, Asher. Daru, you apply the hemostats. Let me see. As a note, little ruling here. Pierce, as a rogue, with your cunning action, it says as the bonus action, you can use an item. I'd say that would actually allow you to heal people as a bonus action, as a rogue.
Really? I thought that was a thief. That was a thief.
Oh, is that? No, I think all rogues get cunning action.
All
wait.
it says for me is dash, disengage, or hide.
Oh, you might be right.
I think that's a thief-specific one.
That might be.
Because I was looking to do that with my whole plant a bomb on people and then blow it up.
You're right. Okay. Hey, I thought the thief was useless, but no, I thought all rogues had that. Okay. Nope. Never mind. Take it back. Okay. So at this point, people are coming to consciousness. You guys are, some of you, pretty badly hurt, I imagine.
Is it 2d4 plus 4? 44 plus 4?
2d4. No,
Can I use healing word and a hemostat on myself?
You can.
Sweet.
I'm at 4 hit points.
Asher, you get 4 hit
Oh my
points.
god, dude. I rolled a 4 on your D4.
There we
Oh,
go.
and you get 5.
God.
Keep it going.
Damn. It's 9 plus. Let's do this first.
You said I got 4 hit points?
Yeah, Asher, you get 4. Virgil, you get 5.
Oh,
He should get more than 4, because it's
It was
plus 2d4 plus 4.
Okay, so
So 8.
yeah, plus an additional 2 to each of you.
okay. Alright, I'm feeling better.
Wait, plus 2?
Yes.
So 6?
7 for Asher, 8 for Virgil.
Okay.
Alright.
Or whatever.
How's our car looking?
It's totaled.
Yeah,
It's totally full.
demolished.
I mean, in addition to the bullet, like, knocking it on the side, ripping the door off, I mean, an explosion that's meant to
Inside
take
of
down
it.
buildings and breach... Yeah, buildings went off inside of it. So yeah, it's... Luckily, it did not explode when the plastic explosive went off.
I got some
So-
little note on my thing that said Asher cube healed or something, like 9 hit points. What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
That was weird.
Oh, on D&D Beyond, we have like a new thing. We can see our rolls.
Oh, okay.
If
I
you
see.
roll things, everybody can see it.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, really?
I
That's
see
neat.
that.
It's
That's why I
next
was
to
like,
the
what the fuck
campaign.
is that? Okay, I see. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to add it to my fucking. Okay, there we go.
Very
Is
nice.
the car on fire?
The car's not on fire. It just got like.
Okay. There's no fire next to it? Okay. If there is, I would have put it out.
Okay.
All right. Let's time to get to work, guys.
What the Sorry for being a little useless there, guys.
You talking about, Tori? You saved my life. And Virgil.
I give a little bow.
How can I repay you?
Don't die again, please.
Wasn't planning on it. I'm gonna go over to Hyde.
I'm in the truck eating everybody's fucking food, whether you like it or not.
And while he's doing that, I just want to use Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Thank you.
And just FYI, I only got about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's 12 points of healing.
Okay, thank you. Awesome. You
Same
doing all right,
height.
kid? Oh,
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Hey guys, I got an idea. I promise it's a good idea. Maybe we take the rest of the day off.
yeah, I think this plan's pretty fucked now that we don't have a vehicle.
Well, no, we can still get into the building. I mean, we're in Mag City.
So we're in a city where we have no contacts, nowhere to stay, have never been here, and no vehicle to get around in.
Exactly.
Hey guys. Welcome to my home city.
Wait, what?
Dart is from here.
No shit.
Hey, do you know this factory they're talking about?
I've heard of it, yeah. I've passed by it, yeah. I'm not intimate with it.
Do you have a place to stay?
I think I do, actually.
Is
My
it near
uncle-
the factory?
Would I even actually know where Eldridge Tomes was?
Go ahead and make a general intelligence check.
18.
18? Yeah. You would recall. I mean, it's not a place that you've been to before. It's a really small bookstore, but yeah.
Is it near the place?
I mean, you guys are still maybe 10 miles outside of the city.
Oh shit.
We're not in the city yet?
Not
No.
even close. We just passed the
You just
border
got
thing.
past the border. Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
10 miles from the city.
Yep.
You can see it in the distance.
Well,
I say
when
we fucking make camp here.
yeah, tomorrow when we get in there, I think.
But what time is it?
Oh, it would be about maybe 4 in the afternoon.
Maybe. I mean, it's 10 miles. We can make that in a couple hours. You know.
I'm ready to go in a minute. Give me a minute and I'm good to go.
Yeah, I think we should maybe just rest for like just a little bit, but
Do a short rest.
We should
Yeah.
get on the road. But be there before dark.
Yeah, I don't want to run into another one of those things, whatever the fuck that was. So yeah, if we could take a short rest, that'd be great. Let me take a breather.
You guys can rest. I'll watch. I'll sort of walk around in these fucking plants. Make sure you guys are okay.
Okay. Did any of us, or did I notice that he is still being attacked by those plants?
I mean, yeah, at this point, or anywhere you move, you're essentially at half movement.
Yeah.
What is up with you?
Yeah, what's going on?
Fucking no. You know. Listen, I'm not
Pissed
stupid.
Mother Nature off or something?
I put on this amulet, and it's been happening since.
Well, maybe take off the amulet.
It's got some cool tricks that I'd like to try.
Well, what about like right now? It's not helpful, is it?
It's a little annoying, but that's about it. Annoying I can handle.
Okay. It's your choice, man.
Yep. I mean, that's the worst of it, really. Some plants tangling up my feet. That's about it.
Okay, so you guys are kind of moving off the road to take a short rest.
Yeah.
I'll take my short. I can take a short rest
In a
1
minute. Yeah.
So I'll
Yep.
do
So
that
you guys
and
can
then
make the
wash
changes
my
of a short rest.
And what does a short rest even do?
So it allows you to spend hit dice. So if you go to, if you press short, you go to short rest, and
Can recover like
you can roll as many hit dice, which for you are a d6 plus 3, and you can heal yourself for that. You can do that 5 times, and then just mark off how many you've used. And then you get half of those back when you get a long rest.
Nice.
Okay.
Back up to full.
Okay. So based off of that, I got 11 points of healing,
Okay.
and I'm pretty good now. Oh god.
nice. I got 23 points back, so that should be good enough for now. Actually, I'll do one more.
Since Hyde ate my burrito / sandwich, I'll also spend a psionic dice to nourish myself for 24
Okay.
Yeah,
hours.
sorry. Sorry about that.
All right, I'm Virgil's just gonna meditate and get to a point of mental calmness, and kind of just retract for a moment.
Okay.
I'd like to, while I'm resting, go through the information they gave us
Okay.
about on my magic wrist thing.
Okay. Well, I think this is probably a place where we might call it for the day, because I know Ricky has to go soon, and we're kind of just heading off of a short rest. So if you want, James, I can send you some details specifically, but I'd hate to go over everything now, have people have a week to forget it, and then hit it again. So we'll pick up there next week. How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Sounds good.
So I've got 3-day weekends for a good long time now. So they got me Monday through Thursday, so I've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday off for like another month. So if you guys are free anytime on those 3 days, let me know.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, my schedule is pretty light now, and then in a week from now I might get heavier, so we'll see.
Are you still in Fresno, bud?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in Sacramento right now, but I'm in Fresno for another week, so I'm probably driving up tonight or tomorrow, like 4 a.m. Haven't decided yet. So yeah.
How's everything been with you guys?
Pretty good.
That's good.
Pretty normal, yeah.
I might. Okay, so I might hit you up, Alex. I don't know if you'd be willing to do me this favor, or if I'm even gonna do it.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
The answer is yes.
Well,
He's
since
almost a sex favor, but okay.
I will. I'll be popping the question